Welcome back, students. In our last video, we discussed the poem Once Upon a Time, which is written by Gabriel Okara. We discussed the first three stanzas of the poem in detail, and today we will discuss next four stanzas. But before starting to discuss the next four stanza, I think we should go for the discussion. We should remember and recall what we have read in last three stanzas. Okay, students? So you might be remembering that I have told you that poem is a satire. आपको याद है पोएम को मैंने एक satire बोला है, यानी कि एक तंज है जो पोइट अपनी आजकल की सोसाइटी पे कर रहा है. He is making at the present society. Secondly, I have told you that in first three stanzas, poet has made a comparison between past and present. Then, poet highlights the hypocrisy and artificiality of modern society, and tone is nostalgic. You remember, students? So, in brief, आपको जो पीछे आपने पोएम में पढ़ा हुआ है वो ये है कि ये पोएम सटायर है जो गैब्रियल ओकारा ने लिखी हुई है, in which he has criticized the values of present or modern era, because he is fed up with the present society. He believes there is too much artificiality and showism in present era, and he believes that past to which he belongs was very much pure. Okay, so now, students, let us start fourth stanza. I will read it aloud and we will discuss it then. So, I have learned many things then. I have learned to wear many faces, like dresses, home face, office face, street face, host face, cocktail face, with all their conforming smiles, like a fixed portrait smile. So dear students, as you know that first three stanzas there has been made comparison between present and past age. Writer is saying that how the people used to be in past, how pure and genuine they used to be in past, and how fake and artificial they are in present time. Now fourth stanza is something different. Here there is a shift from past to present. Now writer is making a shift of focus from past to present. He is saying that now he has also learned. He has also learned so many things of present society. जैसे हम students mostly कहते हैं, you might have heard this proverb very often. A man is known by the company he keeps. या हम कहते हैं खरबूजे को देखकर खरबूजा रंग बदलता है. इस तरह की कई मिसालें देते हैं. तो राइटर ने भी इस तरह से इस जमाने के लोगों के साथ आर्टिफिशियलिटी सीख ली है. Though he belongs to that time when people were natural, लेकिन अब उसने भी जमाने के चलते आर्टिफिशियलिटी सीख ली है. So he is saying here that he has learned to change expressions in accordance with the situations and occasions. In fact, it means he puts on artificial behavior according to his requirements and moods, one in office, street, home and party. Cocktail face means party. ये मिली जुली शराब की पार्टी जहाँ पे सब ड्रिंक्स वगैरह चलते हैं. With all their conforming smiles. Conforming smiles means accordance. मतलब in accordance with the expression. Okay? Conforming smiles means जिस तरह के उसको behavior show करना उसी तरह की smile भी देता है. This is conforming smile, like a fixed portrait smile. So writer is saying his smile, he goes on saying like a fixed portrait smile, which is like a smile fixed for different occasions. In brief, this stanza focuses on how people tend to change their facial expressions for different occasions, and how to each occasion have a smile which never changes. So we can summarize this stanza: reference to present age, shift from past to present, display of occasion-wise tailored expressions for a given moment, change in he then suggests that he has also learned to laugh without happiness and to laugh only for the sake of show off. He says, nice to meet you, but actually means ghost boat. To say goodbye, which means good riddance. कहते हैं ना, अक्सर हम आप फ्रेंड से मिलते हो, बड़ी खुशी हुई आपको मिलकर। नया एक आप अचानक से किसी फ्रेंड को देखते हो, 2 मिनट उसने हैंडशेक किया, उधर उधर की बातों में गुम, बड़ी खुशी हुई। डू यू फील दैट इमोशंस अटैच्ड विद दिस सेइंग अ रेयर? कभी आपको लगता है कि वो इमोशनली आपसे अटैच्ड है? नो, but these things, so-called manners or etiquette, are prevailing in the society, and we can say that there is so much artificiality related to these words. Glad to meet you, goodbye, and it has been nice talking to you after being bored. So these words uttered by him are quite different than his feelings, we can say, okay? Which means there are no true emotions in his words and feelings, and they are said just with his tongue and not heart. This indicates he is emotionally detached from other people. Okay, so this was the first stanza. To sum up this stanza, we can say that disconnect between emotions, feelings and expressions is there. Gestures driven by class norms, fixed protocol of gestures. So it can be summed up as this for each equation, and non-negotiable. Now we will go for the sixth stanza. But believe me, friend, I want to be what I used to be when I was like you. I want to unlearn all these muting things. Most of all, I want to relearn how to love. For my love in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake their fangs. So this stanza describes poet's desperation to go back to his old innocent days. Now he wants his son to believe him. कह रहा है, but believe me son, I want to be what I used to be. मैं वही बनना चाहता हूँ जो मैं था. वो क्या था? Means he refers to his past. जो past में था, और past आपको पता है past में क्या था? There was no artificiality. He was having genuine emotions in the past. So he wants to go, he was innocent, so he wants to go back to his past and regain his innocence. Now this thing is impossible nowadays. Not once, if innocence is lost, it cannot be regained. Because he has grown old now. But he has that strong desire inside his heart, we can say. So he's having. So poet here describes desperation to go back to his old innocent days where life was totally having pure emotions, and his emotions were totally honest also. It also described hope and desire to unlearn all these muting things. अगर आप स्क्रीन पे देख रहे होंगे, learn, unlearn and relearn. I have made 3 pictures. First, he have learned, you have read in 4th or 5th stanza that I have learned so many things. Means he had acquired so many bad habits from the society. Now he wants to unlearn these bad habits. Okay? And after unlearning these bad habits, of unlearn means to forget. He wants to relearn. Relearn means now he wants to regain that innocence. How to laugh? For my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's very fang. We can also see that muting things word has been used here, which means these things which have made him forget everything. Okay? So he is saying, for my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's bare fangs. So what is snake's bare fangs? He is saying that Whenever he looks at himself in the mirror, laughing, his teeth look like poisonous teeth of a snake because there is no reality. So, we can say here, so you can see here in this pic, poisonous tooth of snake is being shown. Whenever he is, what does the mirror reflect? It reflects his poisonous image because it shows him that you are not that much pure as you used to be. You have become poisonous. Your thinking has become poisonous. So he thinks that he looks like that snake. So we can say that this stanza sums up as, you can say different emojis on the screen to describe different expressions. Poet is fed up with existing hypocrisy, deep desire to bring back the times when originality was the norm. Now we will go for the seventh stanza. So show me, son, how to love. Show me how I used to laugh and smile once upon a time when I was like you. So here in this stanza, poet pleads his son to become his teacher. He wants his son to teach him, because I have already told you that he wants to regain the lost innocence. So he wants his son to help him, to come to his help in this era where he is seeing only darkness because he has grown too much artificial. He doesn't like, he is fed up with these values of society. So he wants his son to become his teacher and teach him how to love, because he has gained so many bad habits, he has acquired so many bad habits, and he wants now to unlearn all these bad habits. So he wants his son to teach him, to show him how to love in real sense, and to teach him to acquire all the good habits. Okay, so this stanza, we can say it can be summed up as poet pleading his son to teach him his past based on originality, desperately asks his son to make him learn how to get back the real laughter. So, dear students, we can say I have told you in first three stanzas which poetic devices have been used. Now in these four stanzas you have seen two more poetic devices, simile and metaphor. Metaphor कहाँ पे use हुआ? Seventh stanza where writer is saying that he is comparing his those teeth with snakes' poisonous fangs. Okay. So mostly used question in the exams are, so you can go for the central idea. Innocence is a fading aspect in man's society. People always appear deceitful and cunning. The child, however, is a picture of innocence and acts without any malice and ulterior motive. The man wishes to gain this innocence from his son, though he fails to realize that innocence is not learned, a state of mind. Once it is lost, it is gone forever. And what does the theme of poem say? The poem has mixed feelings of childhood, regret and innocence. The child in the poem is symbol of innocence, purity, enthusiasm, happiness and genuineness lacking in the society. The child represents the group of people who have not been affected by Western culture and evolved by their own culture. The poet, struck by a sense of self-loathing and regret, turns to his son in his time of need and asks him to help him unlearn whatever he has learned and help him regain his childlike innocence. So dear students, this was all about the poem. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you will learn this poem, and I am waiting for your queries if any, and in our next video we will go for another topic, but before I will discuss with you on our WhatsApp group and ask you the questions, because now I hope you can write reference context, central idea, theme and poetic devices, everything. If anything is left, please do ask me. Feel free. Thank you very much. Hope to catch you soon.